So Claude just released Opus 4.6, which is now their most powerful model, and literally within 30 minutes, OpenAI decided to also release GPT 5.3 for Codex, which is now their most powerful model. So these AI wars are becoming super interesting, and there's now a lot of chatter about which model is actually best. So I decided to try them both, to put them to the test with the same exact task and see how different the results were. So let me quickly show you what I built and show you the results from both models. And then at the end of the video, I will show you my exact workflow right now and how I'm able to combine these models to get the best of both worlds and how I'm using them both to their own strengths. So the first thing I did for both models was to do some fairly simple tasks. So the first one was to build a single HTML landing page for Neural Flow AI, featuring an interactive neural network visualization as the hero section. These are the requirements. I used the same exact prompt right here in the Codex app, and I also did it in the Claude Code app right here. And this right here is what Claude Code Opus 4.5 came up with. So this is the landing page. You have the animation in the background. A fairly basic page, but it honestly did a really good job. I am definitely a fan of this design, and this is what Codex 5.3 came up with. So personally, I preferred the Claude Code version, but obviously this was just with a basic prompt and the first version of both of these pages. So I'm sure they both could have turned out amazing with a lot of work to them, but I just wanted to see what a one-shotted version looked like for both models. And I will have to admit that I'm giving this one to Opus 4.6. And the second fairly simple task that I gave them both was to make a breakout game. So again, the same exact prompt, one-shotted, and we'll see. And these were basically the two versions, both made pretty much the same game. It both works. This is the Claude version, which looks good. I played a few rounds, it looks good. It has some different boosts and combos, etc. And then this is what the Codex 5.3 version looks like, which also looks good. I kind of prefer this design, to be honest, but they both did a good job. Obviously, again, fairly basic tasks, but they both did a very good job on the first try with the same exact prompt. But before I show you exactly how I use these models and how you might want to do the same, let's cover the quick benchmarks. So Codex 5.3 versus Opus 4.6 TLDR. Opus 4.6 has a +1 million context window, is better for enterprise and knowledge work, 500 0 days found, agent teams in Claude Code, but it's not benching as high as Codex 5.3. And then Codex 5.3 wins the coding benchmarks and is faster and cheaper and better for mid-task steering, but it does have less than half the context window of Opus. Basically another guy saying the same thing. The TLDR is that Opus is better for depth and orchestration, while Codex is better for speed and raw coding, which was the same verdict that this guy came out to, basically saying that Opus 4.6 leads on 5 benchmarks, Codex leads on 3, and there were 2 draws. But for pure coding agent power, Codex is the best and fastest and cheapest option. But if you need enterprise knowledge work, long context, and computer use, Opus 4.6 should be your go-to. But the good thing is that you can very easily combine them and use them both to their strengths. So I've been playing around with both models today. This is my current workflow in Visual Studio Code. I have ChatGPT on the left-hand side that I kind of use to help me make prompts or if I have any basic questions, etc. And then right now I have a Codex terminal open and a Claude terminal open, both working in the same folders on the same task. For this thing I'm trying to build right now, which is a marketing intelligence operating system, I basically just asked GPT 5.3 to make me a prompt that I could give to Claude Opus 4.6 in planning mode, because Opus is incredible when it comes to planning. So it gave me this full prompt, everything I needed. I then gave that prompt to Opus 4.5 in planning mode. It also said in the prompt right here that it should only be planning mode. Do not write implementation code because Codex will take care of the actual coding. But Opus then made this entire super in-depth plan, which was great. It saved it in the folder. I then just went over to Codex. I asked it to find that file in the same folder and basically execute that plan, which it did. So this is my current workflow at the moment and how I'm trying to combine them both to use them them to their own strengths. And to be honest, they're both incredible models. If you only have one subscription or only want to use one of these models, you'll be completely fine for pretty much most of your tasks. But if you do want to have some fun with it, or you have super advanced tasks, then using them together could be a good idea. Now, if you've tried both Codex 5.3 and Opus 4.6, I am very curious to hear your opinions down below in the comment section. What are the key differences that you have noticed? Which one do you prefer at the moment? But one thing I can promise you is that this AI race is going to be super interesting, especially right now between OpenAI and Anthropic with Claude. They're probably just going to keep overtaking each other. Claude comes out with a new model that becomes the best one out there, then Codex overtakes it, then Claude comes in again, maybe a new model comes into the market and becomes the best coding model, who knows. But no matter what happens, I will try my best to keep you up to date on anything interesting happening in the AI space. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a cheeky like on this video if you found it interesting. Let me know what you want to see next on the channel down below in the comments. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.